Hey lovely people, it's your girl Obaa Yaa. If you're new to my channel, I say welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. In today's video, I want to talk about ways to stay motivated when you are on this natural hair journey, especially when you first started and you're encountering ups and downs, you're encountering plateaus, you're encountering difficulties, you didn't expect it to be the way it was. How do you stay motivated? So this video, I'm gonna go over the things that helped me stay motivated in the beginning, way up till now, and not to go back to the creamy crack. So if you are interested in knowing what helped me, it might also help you, then stay tuned. But before we dive right into it, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell if you haven't already, so that you'll be notified when I upload my new video, and check me out on Instagram. Okay, without further ado, let's dive right into it. The first thing that I think might really help you to stay motivated on this natural hair journey is to have a short-term goal, is to have a realistic short-term goal, okay? Because you might have just done your big chop, your BC, and you expect your hair to grow a certain length within an amount of a space of time. You might expect your hair to grow, let's say, 12 inches in 6 months. And that's actually very unrealistic. First of all, it depends on your hair growth, on your hair type, on how you handle your hair. A lot of things play a role as to how much hair you grow, how much hair you're able to retain. So you have to set a realistic goal. On the average, one is supposed to grow 6 inches of hair in a year. So, but then that is if you're able to retain every single inch in that year. No breakage, no trimming, nothing, then you retain 6 inches. That's the average. Some people grow less than 6 inches a year. Some people grow more than 6 inches a year, depending on how much growth they have, how fast their hair grows compared to the average, or how slow their hair grows compared to the average, okay? On the average, one is supposed to grow half an inch a month. But if your hair grows slower, you'd have less than that. And if your hair grows faster, then obviously have more than that. That determines how much hair you'll be able to retain at the end of the month or the end of the year. So I'm saying all this to say that set yourself a realistic goal that is suitable with your hair, with you, the individual you, because you don't have to compare yourself to someone else whose hair grows faster than you. Okay, you're setting yourself up for disappointment because you keep comparing yourself to the next person's hair and be like, oh, this person just started a year ago and their hair is already shoulder length. Why is mine still at ear length? Why is mine still at eyebrow length? Why is mine still at nose length? Why? No, don't start off like that. Just start with little things. Maybe you start off with trying to set yourself a goal of keeping your hair moisturized, for instance. That's something that is feasible, and you can actually see results pretty soon, and therefore you'll be able to have this sense of achievement of I was able to accomplish this, and my hair is moisturized. And from there you'll be able to build up upon more things like retaining length, because if your hair is moisturized, therefore your hair is healthy, you'll be able to retain more length, you'll be able to reach the goal that you desire. Okay. There are two ways to this, okay? Finding someone who's your hair inspiration, your hair pal, your hair, someone you confide in to talk about your hair, or someone you look up to who inspires you, okay? That's the other aspect. So for the aspect of someone who you can compare yourself with, maybe on YouTube, someone also recently did the big chop and it has about the same length as you, has about the same texture as you, does similar things like you, so you might feed off that person. You might be able to learn some things and do similar things, and maybe compare the things that you do with the person, because the person has similar growth pace as you, similar hair texture as you, a similar regimen. Maybe you can contact the person, ask for tips, or you can share ideas with the person, okay, if you have someone like that. Or you can have someone who inspires you, the length that you desire to achieve, and you might watch that person to get inspired, to get tips, to stay motivated, to be like, yes, I too can reach waist length hair, I too can reach shoulder length hair, I too can reach whatever length you desire. Just look for someone who inspires you, who has similar texture as you. Don't get caught up in the fancier, for lack of better word to use, curls that are more admired, unfortunately, than other kinds of hair types. That's why I don't like to use like 4C or 4 whatever to describe my hair texture, because I feel like it's just putting yourself in a box. Okay, I just feel like these numbers don't really emphasize enough, or they don't give meaning as to how to handle your hair properly. It doesn't really determine, or it doesn't give you any information, I feel like, as to how to take care of your hair properly. I hope that sentence made sense, as to how to. Anyways, but I hope you get my point. So that's why I feel like look for someone whose hair texture is like yours, looks like yours, similar to yours, so that you don't get caught up in dreaming of obtaining a certain curl pattern, but then your hair grows differently, and then you be dreaming of this big curls, but you have the kinkier curls, and they're both beautiful. But then in the beginning you might find it a little bit discouraging because your curls don't look the same as the other person's curl pattern. You know what I mean? So look for someone who has similar textures. That doesn't mean that you cannot look at other people with different kinds of curls, but keep in mind that your curl will never look like that, so that you don't obsess over those curls. Yes, neglecting your curls. Okay, you can participate in a hair challenge. You can maybe give yourself 6 months, and in this 6 months you challenge yourself to keep your hair in a certain style. Okay, for instance, I do this, like, I wouldn't say it's a challenge, but it's something I naturally do. I leave my hair, I leave my hair in twists for a long period of time. That's my form of protective style. Okay, why do I keep saying I live on earth, but I leave my hair in a certain style. Okay, so I leave my hair in a certain style for a period of time. I leave it in twists, and I keep my hair in bund up in the twist the majority of the time, or I leave it down, or I wear a pony in the twists. But that's my form of protective style. Okay, so you can challenge yourself to have a protective style for it doesn't have to be the twist, it could be wigs, it could be braids. But doing this doesn't mean that you neglect your hair. You still have to moisturize your hair, and I freshen up my twists. So for instance, I detangle my hair, put my hair back in the twisted sections, I wash my hair, I deep condition my hair, and I retwist my hair. Okay, I moisturize my hair and I retwist my hair. And that's what I do back to back to back to back for a long period of time. And then occasionally I might leave my hair out for a day or two. Then I wash my hair and then start the whole process again. So like I was saying, just look for any challenge, 6 months hair growth, or try not to cut your hair for 6 months, no trimming, no cutting, whatever. These are the kind of things you can do for a long period of time and challenge yourself, and then you stay motivated because you're forcing yourself to stick with something for a long period of time. And when you see the results of that, then you're more motivated and excited. You're like, you have this sense of achievement. Okay, other things you could do is to change your hairstyle. I know it might sound as if it's contradicting what I say in some of my videos, that don't try out too many things, don't do too much stuff with your hair. What I mean is, for some people, wearing the same style over and over again might get boring, and they might get bored with their hair, and that's because they feel limited in the kind of styles they can wear. It makes them demotivated. Okay, so when I say change your style, I don't mean like every day change your style or every day have your hands in your hair. No, once in a while, switch up the style, try new things. Like me, I tried this new style. I tried this and I actually like it. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna do it every day. No, it's just for today. For the sake of this video, I actually decided, like, let me just try something new with my hair, and I like it. And then once in a while, I might incorporate it into my hairstyles when my hair is out, okay? Since I don't wear my hair out often, so once my hair is out, I can do the style again. It's not about me, Obaa Yaa, it's about other things. I keep digressing. So my point is, you can try out styles occasionally, but don't let it be too frequently, too often, because then you're over manipulating your hair and that could lead to breakage, okay? And lastly, I could say that you should have a final goal or different kinds of goals, or something like a board with visions, a board where you have your visions, where you have the things you want your hair to be like. You have written it down. It doesn't have to be a board. You can write it on your phone, on your laptop, or you can have pictures of women that you aspire to be. No. The length that you aspire to have, okay? You can have pictures of it on your phone, anywhere, you write it down. It keeps you motivated, but it's actually better to have it visualized, to see it every day. You might have it in your makeup corner. Like I have my makeup station right here, my makeup table. So I could pin something like a motivational word or something on the mirror, and I would see it every day, because obviously every day I put my makeup on. Not every day, every other day. To stay motivated, put it somewhere. You can just write down the things you want to achieve. For instance, I want to have bra strap length. I want my hair to be moisturized. I want my hair to feel moisturized, look moisturized. I don't want my hair to be dry. I want to be able to retain length. I want to retain so amount of length, depending on what your growth rate is. Once you figure that out, then you make the calculations, and then you'll be like, okay, since I grew about this much hair in a month, I want to be able to retain this much of hair in a month, okay? So those are the things you can write down. And then once you are able to achieve something, you tick it off, and then you'll be like, yes, I was able to do it. I can do it. And I keep going, and I keep going, and I will not look back to the creamy crack. Did that rhyme? I think it did. I think I become a rapper. Yo, what's up? It's a girl, Obaa Yaa. I'm here in the... Wait. Let me stop. Okay, so basically these are the things that could help you stay motivated, especially when you have setbacks. Look at what you did that brought you to that point and try not to repeat it again, okay? And look at other people, listen to other girls on YouTube or guys or blogs. There's so many articles out there that you can get inspired by, inspiration from, that can help you stay motivated. So you're not in this alone. If you feel like you're alone, no, you can reach out to people. Generally, people are ready to help. People are ready to answer questions. Guys, I hope you liked this video and you could pick something from it. I hope I didn't ramble too much and it actually helped you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to turn on the post notification. I already said that. Yes. I said it. Yes. Check me out on Instagram, guys. It's your girl, Obaa Yaa. Bye bye. This is a man's world. It wouldn't mean nothing without a woman or a girl with long hair. It wouldn't mean nothing without a woman with natural hair. Not to discriminate everyone who does not have natural hair. Let me stop before I put myself into trouble. Oh my gosh. Don't give up, stay motivated. Don't give up, stay Stay motivated. Did, did. Yes. Did you hear the low note? Motivated. Guys, I'm out.